years ago, I remember 10 plus years, maybe it's 15 years ago, time now. I remember it was up to 85% at one point in time when they first came out.
Yeah.
I think now it's closer to around 70% on the IDCs, but it's a significant amount of that person's investment. Now, what does that do? When you're able to deduct a loss on your taxes for your investment, that lowers your basis. Okay, so let's just assume that you make a $10,000 investment in there and you take a $7,000 loss. Now you have your basis has now been eroded from 10 down to 3. Okay. So you're an investor. So you can't erode that beyond 0. So just understand and be privy to that these intangible drilling costs, while they can give you a tax savings, that's great. That's very beneficial. But also, if I'm an investor, I'm looking at it on, is this well ever going to produce, right? Because I want an income stream that's coming. And a lot of times these investments, they go belly up. Yeah. So you get the deduction and these wells never produce, or they produce at a very nominal rate that it's a terrible return on your investment. I'm not a big fan of them unless you find the good wells. Yeah. But,
and I can tell you, a lot of people do this. They use these independent producers, because they get 100% on the IDC, right? Yeah. So they use the independents. Well, you're more likely than not with those independents to hit a dry well.
Yeah.
Which means that you're not going to get any money out of it. You basically just sunk 10 grand into a company. Yeah, you got a $10,000 deduction, but you can get any return.
No.
That money would have been better off in your pocket.
Yeah.
Investing in, as you brought PTPs in and MLPs, much greater chance of a return on your investment, and not a bad situation. But like you said, you start off as a managing member so that you can take that active loss, and then you get into a limited partnership, which then limits how many of the deductions you can take going forward.
Yep.
So just be careful on that.
Yep, absolutely. And like I say, if you have questions on this, Rick and I have seen this for 15 plus years, done a number of returns over those time. Let us know. Happy to help you along the way.